Hello.
Hello, Henry.
What's
Do
up?
not go outside, it's freezing. God, I hate being sober. Anywho,
You said you hate being sober. What did you say?
I hate being a smoker.
Oh.
Just, real quick. Now, things are probably going to change because I'm going to be off starting tomorrow until Monday. But as of right now, if it's okay with you, on Saturday I'm going to put you in at BOA from 4 to 8.
If a repeat
because it passes Riley's meds, they'll have 4 hours of flow time from noon to 4.
Okay.
Okay, and then you'll go to Rod's afterwards.
Okay.
So, maybe sometime today, look at your schedule. If anything changes, I did not do it.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
That is the only change I am doing to your schedule for the weekend.
Is Saturday?
Like, it's Saturday from 4 to 8 p.m. You'll be here at Cloa. Then you'll go to Sex Martin.
Okay.
Of course, you'll be here for the overnight tomorrow night. And then,
Yeah.
Wednesday
Thursday.
to Thursday, Thursday to Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And you have your regular hours. The only thing different, 4 to 8 p.m. I wanted to ask. I didn't want to just change it on you without asking.
Well, I appreciate it.
So,
But that's not a big deal. I mean, I just,
didn't figure, but I still like to ask, and I also want you to be aware.
right. That's all I want to do is be aware. At the very least, because like I said, sometimes, like, I do check my schedule, but sometimes I'll check my schedule on Thursday and just think, okay, whatever's going on from Thursday to the weekend, because then by that time, that's when I'm doing my 16s, and I'm just, going to work, then coming home and going to bed. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not dutifully checking my schedule like I would, like, in the beginning of the week, where I'm just, I'm not working like that. I'm not trying to get sleep.
Right. Yeah. So I just, so if it gets all fucked up, it's not me.
I understand completely.
It's not me, so I just do it. So hopefully, you'll be left alone. I'm not gonna bet any amount of money on that you
Yeah,
will be left alone.
because most of the time they need help downstairs on the weekend.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it'll just be a matter
So.
of seeing of what they're gonna say or what happens. But hopefully somebody will, if they do change it, they'll do like you did and just let me know. Just let a player know what's going on in the hood.
I unfortunately cannot. I mean, I can only suggest. So I have. May the force be with you.
Why, thank you.
Because I haven't even. All I am concerned about was, technically my PTO started at midnight. But I'm doing this and I'm doing Riley's transition. I know I have the pager this weekend, but
So you will be on the paper this weekend?
I will be on the pager, but I will not be working site. So, per my performance review write-up, I have to make sure before I take PTO that that all my sites are filled. And then I will send out an email tomorrow letting everyone know I'm on PTO and I will not be available until Monday, but I'm always, if it's an emergency, I'm available.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
I hope you enjoy your time off anyway.
Oh, I know. I will not. I'm taking the time off to get my very sick dog that I've been battling with. Him and I have been battling his congestive heart failure. And I think it is time has come for him to put down. So unless things change, that is what I will be doing Friday. So tomorrow, Thursday, I will be spending a day with him.
Yeah. I understand completely.
But no one knows that. Like no one else in the office, nobody knows it. And I did not, I am still very bitter. See, this all went down back for September 17th. And I took him to the vet because he had been, losing weight, right?
Yeah.
And maybe he had worms. And then I listened to his heart, and his heart sounded horrible. So then I was worried about heartworm. And that's when I took him in to the vet, and the vet at that time there, because there's 4 different vets that work there, that vet said that, well, they thought it was cancer. And they said that I should probably take him home and say my goodbyes, right? And then bring him back in the next day or 2, put him down. And so that was a Wednesday. Thursday I called Tammy. I tried calling Jonathan, he didn't answer, so I had to talk to Tammy, and Tammy was Tammy was very just dumb. Well, that was when, her concern was me getting Wayne moved upstairs.
Yeah.
And, but she put me in for a call. She put me in a call off for both days. She didn't even bother to care.
Okay,
right?
if anybody...
So, take him back to the vet Friday. They'd given me some meds, right, kind of as a Hail Mary, but didn't expect anything to work. Take him back Friday, and he's, doing a lot better. And that's when we figured out it was congestive heart failure, because we got a lot of that fluid off his chest, and they could actually see what was going on in there. And, so
This is your captain, Brendan.
Go there about once
Well,
a week.
if you're after something to keep from twiddling your well-manicured thumbs, you're in luck. Sending it now.
I put in my PTO Monday for today, tomorrow, and Friday, and I did not give a reason because I don't legally have to. They don't have to know I'm taking PTO, but yeah.
Because it's personal.
So you were the only one.
It's personal time off.
But I don't feel like I owe Tammy any explanation.
I understand completely.
Seeing as how she was not letting the slightest bit, gives me no reason to want to be forthcoming with her of any information that has to do with anything pertaining to my personal life. So.
Sure, I understand.
I am dotting all my eyes, crossing all my T's, and getting all my because I put in the PTO because I didn't want to get another fucking call off. I don't know how you call off the office. So, not that amusing. But, yes. So, no, not fun time, but.
That's what I feel you. I understand completely. So did you see how he turns? Because I saw like he.
No.
I didn't see how he.
Up, so.
Yeah, I figured. Because I'm trying to see how he turned it on and off, but once I go look at it myself, I should be able to tell. Because most of the time it's like a little switch or whatever.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna mess with it.
But it's nice. I mean, when he lit it up, it looked. I mean, I was just in awe. And I know my daughter would love it. My kids will love it. And it'd be nice. It'd be nice to have a nice tree to put presents under. And it's a real nice tree.
I'm not. My son-in-law is getting on my nerves. So my oldest daughter, they have 2 kids, a 5-year-old and a 1-year-old. My daughter is a stay-at-home mom.
Imagine the look on all your rich pals' faces when you tell them this is how you spend your time.
And then
Most of them
my
just use their
son-in-law
yachts for sex fun.
fire department, and he gets towing company. He works a lot, right?
Yeah. Because they do like 24 hours on and 48 hours off or something like that.
Well, he doesn't do that, but he does work odd shifts.
Yeah.
So anyway, she's stuck at home with 2 small kids. My granddaughter does go to preschool 3 days a week. But so she's texting me and she said, she's asking me if I remember when she was obsessed over her Kindle. I was like, yes. And she says, well, then, they got broke and she couldn't pay for the Kindle, the $12 fee and you get Kindle Unlimited or whatever.
Yeah.
So she had to cancel her subscription, so she stopped using her Kindle as much, right? Because it's not getting access to the free books anyways, well, not free, but anyways. So yesterday, another daughter went over and put an app on her Kindle called Libby and put her library card in it. So now she gets like free books like through the library, right?
Oh, that's
neat. Yeah, I know. Like I'm gonna look into the Libby, Libby app. And she says that she got her hooked on a book, and there's like the first one of 5. And now it's the whole thing, and she's been glued to her Kindle. And my son-in-law got crazy saying all she does is read and not get anything done. But she's done 3 loads of laundry today. She read while she folded and put up clothes. And then 2 days ago, he was correcting about the amount of laundry in her room didn't make sense. And I was like, sounds to me like he's just an asshole. Because,
Like, what do you want? Yes.
yeah.
Is it getting done or not? Yeah. Some people are, sometimes it's just
I
hard
don't
to
know.
deal
And
with.
he's just very, I just don't like, he turned into a, I just don't know. I feel like he's controlling. I don't like it. Try to stay out of it. It's not my business, but I'm mom.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't stay out of it because my daughter had a boyfriend,
Yeah.
and he told, he wanted her to move to Ohio with him, and I told her, I was like, some dudes like to take women away from their families and abuse them.
They like to isolate them. Yeah, they like to isolate them.
Yeah, and I said, the moment you call me and tell me, I said that's the end of him. I'm gonna come get you.
Right.
But I'm not. There's no way he's gonna be to explain to me anything.
Right. Exactly. And this is my thing. Like, she is a stay-at-home mom, so she's taking care of 2 kids all day, 24/7. He already pisses me off because he's one of those that has, like, he babysits his kids. You know how, like, people are like, that's not babysitting your kids. That's you being a parent.
Yeah.
Right? Parents don't babysit.
They don't babysit their own kids. I don't. And in my opinion, you don't babysit your family.
Well, yeah.
Like I've never babysat a cousin or a nephew. There's no amount of money.
Yeah.
There's no amount of money you can give me. There's no amount of time that I can't spend with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you need me, you need me for my family needs me, then that's family. And that you can't give me. I'm not taking any babysitting money. Like, if I can I give you $20 to? No, but you can bring my nephew, you can bring my niece over here, but I'm not taking any money from you. Yeah.
Yeah. That's like I just say, like when I'm talking about it, like, oh, my grandkids are coming over. I don't say, oh, I'm babysitting my grandkids. I say, my grandkids are coming over.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and just boom. But yeah, so he, and 9 times out of 10, he won't watch them. He won't babysit them. So she's got those kids 24/7. 24/7. And then, of course, she's making the meals, she's doing the grocery shopping. My ex-husband, her dad, he's got some health issues. She's running him all over the place. Doctor's appointments, having to go over pills, pill box, things like this. Just the day in, day out stuff, right? And I swear to God, my son-in-law's a fucking hoarder of junk. It just gets all these bright ideas of things he's gonna do, and then anyways. But so it's to me, like, who gives a shit if she wants to not do anything all day and read a book? Let her enjoy her time. rarely gets to because she always has the kids. Right? Like, and when I have them, when they're with me, it's usually those two, they're going out and having a date night. I don't rarely have my grandchildren just because she wants to go do something for herself. Like, she never puts herself first. And I don't like it. I don't like it. Him sitting there making crazy, all she does is sit there. There's two people that live in that house. There is something that he doesn't like, and it is bothering him. Get off your ass and do it yourself.
Yeah.
She is not your limit. She's not your limit, Mickey. There's lots of red flags I see. I try to bite my tongue, Henry, I really do, because I know that I don't have a good scope of things. I have not ever been in, like, good relationships, right? I have been in abusive relationships, so in my mind, I am on red flag alert, sometimes something that may just be a yellow flag. My guy is out there waving two gigantic red big flags, right? So I realize, I know this about myself, I'm aware of this, but still, it doesn't sit right with me, and I try to hold my tongue.
Well, I don't.
You don't?
Not at all.
Yeah, I think dads can maybe get away with it a little bit more. And then my kids have also made comments that, like, they, you know, they'll say that, you know, they make the comment, like, Mom, just because you dated every piece of shit guy on the planet there is, doesn't mean that every guy on the planet is a piece of shit, right? Like, they tell me not to be so.
Yeah, but still.
And I also try to do my best to kind of keep my words to myself, because I want her, if things were to get really bad, like if he was to do something physical, I want her to tell me. And then I'm going to lose my shit, beat the fuck out of him, and drag her and my grandchildren home, and put a fucking restraining order on him, and tell him if he comes anywhere near her, I will fucking put a bullet in his head.
Yep.
You know, so...
And I understand you 3,000%. That's the same thing. That's basically what I told my daughter. And she's still in Indianapolis. Matter of fact, they're not even together anymore. But this was way after the fact. I mean, they were still together for a while, but eventually I think because he couldn't have his way, eventually, and we go through what we went through, and then we tell our kids, look, A, B, and C, 1 and 1, and now 2. You know what I'm saying? And I understand what your kids are saying, because yeah, you're right. Everybody isn't bad, but when I see it, I'm going to address it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not my first time around the block, so that's our job. Because if something should happen and you never said anything, you're going to regret not saying anything.
Right.
You're absolutely going to regret it. But since you did, and you're still going to feel bad, but not in that aspect. Because if you never said anything, then it's going to be woulda, shoulda, coulda. What if I did say something and I could have prevented this? But if you say, I did say something, I was, and sometimes, like I said, I was adamant. I was adamant about it. I wasn't. I wasn't hurtful or anything, but I did put my stank on it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't harp on it. I didn't harp on it. But I wasn't aggressive. What do you call it? Assertive. I was assertive in my speech and saying, yeah, you know, and.
Yeah, so, okay. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean because this is how we had a conversation a few weeks ago. So my children always drag me in the middle when those two bicker, right? And my middle daughter, like, she has to learn my life lessons through me, right? Like, she listens to what I have said about my life, and she takes that to heart because she don't want to go through it, right? So my oldest daughter was talking to my middle daughter, and they got to talking about tattoos, and what my middle daughter wanted her to be, her first tattoo to be. Now, back several years ago, we all talked about, like, I told them that if they ever wanted to get a tattoo, I'd get, like, mother-daughter tattoos with each of them, you know, representing that, like, you know, anyway.
Yeah,
My middle daughter was talking about what she wanted, and it's up to them, right? Like, unless it's something really crazy out there, but it's up to them, the design and everything, right? Whatever is special meaning to them, and I will get, you know, the tattoo. So my middle daughter was talking to my oldest about what she, like, ideas she had about what she wanted from our mother-daughter tattoos, right? And then my middle daughter asked my oldest daughter what she was going to get, and she's like, oh, I'm not going to get one, right? No big deal. My kids don't have to get tattoos.
Right.
But my middle daughter's like, oh, well, you know, why not? So then she starts going in about my son-in-law and how my son-in-law doesn't like tattoos. So out of respect for him, she's not going to get one. And my middle daughter was like, oh, hell no. That's not cool. That's control. Like, that's not cool. That's like control. You know, like that. Your mindset is not in a good place, right? And so they dragged me into the middle of this, and unfortunately for my oldest daughter, I was like, you know, I said I have to agree with my middle daughter, Adrienne, and she's like, I don't see it. Why? Because I want to be respectful to my husband, and I'm like, but it's really no different than saying, you know, well, I'm getting this tattoo because my significant other wants me to, right? Like, because my middle daughter was saying, your body, your choice.
Yeah.
So, and I was trying to explain to her, I was like, if you want to get a tattoo, your husband should love you, you know, unconditionally, not really, but whatever, we all know there's conditions, but he should love you and support you if that's what you want to do, because it's your body, your choice, but not only that, it's like your decision, it's what you want to, it's what you want to do, it's what will make you happy, you know, and so, for you to have the mindset that it's not, if she had just told me, I don't want to get, you know, I don't want to get a tattoo with you because, you know, I'm just not into tattoos. Mm-hmm. That's fine because you're basing that on your wants, your desires. But that's not what you're telling me. You're telling me that you're not going to get a tattoo out of respect for your husband because he doesn't like them. That has nothing to do with you at all. That has everything to do with what your husband thinks, what your husband wants, what your husband wants you to do, not what you want to do. And that's controlling manipulative behavior.
And I love you with all my heart, and I do understand. I do understand what you're saying, but I do. To me, when you're to me, and please, you may because now you may have an opinion about me. It's just like I like you the way I met you. You know. Now I do understand. Yes, and I do understand. I do understand. Like we all change.
And when he met her, she was talking about her first tattoo and what she was going to get and what she wanted to get. And they were kids. She was 16, he was 19. He was held back a year, so he was still in high school. So it wasn't well, it was weird and creepy, I thought, but it wasn't as bad as you would,
Yeah.
need to believe. So that's why I'm saying, if her opinions and her wants has changed because of him, not because of her own way of thinking, because of his way of thinking, not hers.
Okay.
I know what you're saying, Henry. Like, yeah, I mean, drastic changes and stuff. And that would make sense, is that if they've been together for 6 years, so that would make sense that since they've been together, she's always been adamant she doesn't want to get a tattoo, and then all of a sudden now she does. But still, again, it's her body. What she wants to do, that she can. Just like it's his body. Like, for example, there's a big thing going on TikTok, there was here a few weeks back, about brides chopping all their hair off on their wedding day.
Why was I just thinking about that? And that was going to be my next example. Okay, but go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right, so yeah, like, that's being disrespectful. Not that she cut her hair. It's that's a really big day, right?
Yeah.
And it's very disrespectful to make that big of a change on that day with absolutely no heads up. So it's disrespectful. So say you and I are in a relationship, and it would be really disrespectful for me to go out and get like a boy haircut, and then just come home and expect you to be completely okay
Just
with
cool
it,
with it.
and not have an opinion about it, because that's a drastic, huge change. You should have respect, and you should talk to your partner about things like
Something
that.
like that, yeah.
I mean,
that's crazy. It's crazy that you said that, because that was gonna be my next example. That's crazy. Because I was really about to say that.
Okay, so here's the thing though. Not doing it, okay, so say you and I are in a relationship, right? I want to cut all my hair off. And I'm like, hey, I've really been thinking about it, and I want to try this. And you're like, oh, I just don't think I'm not going to like that. I don't think. I would be like, well, hair, go back. You're going to be like, I really just dislike short hair on women. I don't think I'm going to like it. And I'm going to say, all right, well, I respect your opinion. I want to think about it. So I think about it, and then I come back and I'm like, Henry, though, but I really want to do it, and it's my hair, so I respect your opinion, but I want to do this for me. And out of respect for me and love for me, you should say.
I'm gonna say but see, that's what I'm gonna say.
Support you. I may not necessarily like it. It may take me some time to get used to it, and that's all okay, right?
Yeah.
But you're having conversations, and it's a mutual agreement. That's not what's happening on those TikTok videos. They're just doing it, and that's not okay.
Yeah.
And it's different with what my daughter is saying, because there's no discussion about what she really wants, right? It's just Rusty doesn't like it, so my son-in-law doesn't like it, so I'm not going to get one.
Here's a garage where we can store the car now.
Your love should not leave somebody because of a change in appearance. Because what happens if You're gonna just, oh, sorry, don't love you anymore. You don't look the same. Or, you know, they're in a horrific accident and get their leg cut off. Oh, sorry. You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. And to see with me, the conversation would have already went to that part. I would say, look, because me, like you said, it is a drastic change. And for me, I would say, you know, it's a drastic change. But if you really want to do it, then do it. Because I do think that I'll be like, yeah, because hair's gonna grow back, and I may like it, you know, because I like Toni Braxton, I like Miley Cyrus, you know, with the short hair. And if I never seen you with short hair before, I'm gonna want to check it out. You know, I'd be 20% curious to see. And if you end up looking good with it, then we won. You know what I'm saying?
And it would be different if it was like she was picking out tattoos and say, I don't know, say he was really religious and she wanted to get a devil tattoo, and he's like, you know, I just don't know if I'm gonna be able to handle that. That just goes against my core beliefs. And then that's a different scenario. This is not the conversation that she's having, though. You should always have mutual respect, and you should have discussions about things. But it should not be, oh, well, he doesn't like it, so I'm not going to do it. Mm-hmm. That's control. That's where the control lies. There's no discussion.
Yeah.
Right? Great. I'm sorry. I can't believe I'm using this with my fucking ex. Because he was a piece of shit. I mean, he had a couple of good qualities, but overall he was a piece of shit. So it used to have a bunch of piercings, Henry. I really tamed it down. I got rid of a lot of them, but well, it's gonna be too TMI too. I wanted to get my nipples pierced, okay? But my ex, he had his nipples pierced. And he told me, he's like, you're not gonna like it, you're gonna hate it. And he's like, I don't even know if I'm gonna like it on you. And he's like, but you know, and like he told me the reasons why. And he's like, but you know, if you wanna do it, you know, let's go. And I did it, and I hated it. Just took it out. So, I mean, you know, he didn't tell me, no, you can't do it.
Yeah. But in his case, it's like, I've done it, so I can't say, no, you shouldn't. And I would, like, I kind of do respect where your daughter is coming from, because, you know, she already knows how her husband feels, so she's like, no, I'm not, even though I want to. But it's...
Now that, I would understand that way of thinking if, you know, her husband doesn't want her to cheat, but she kind of, you know, she kind of does, but well, I'm not going to, because, you know, he'd be really upset, right? That logic of thinking, that makes sense. But, what if it was, what if it was, here's a good example. Her mom got pit tickets to Mumford and Sons and offered to take all 3 of her children. And her husband said, no, I don't want you to go because I don't want to watch the kids.
This cause should provide all the means necessary.
Well, that's crazy.
Because she didn't want to upset him.
Yeah, no.
That's where the tattoo.
There's no, and I don't like, and I do not like that. Because I don't want to watch the kids.
Much more along those lines.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. Because you want to give me time with my kids, then I'll do that. You want to go out with your family, then go do it. And it's not going to be because you know what, I would part way be like, I don't want you to go out because I think you're gonna cheat on me. Some insecure stuff like that, but because I don't want to watch my own kids, that makes that kind of But see, and that also points to somebody's personality too.
That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
That's what I mean by the tattoo thing. It's more in line with that.
Yeah.
So I mean.
Because there's no way if we're in a relationship and you say, Henry, me and my daughters we want to go to Jamaica together, this, that, and the other, and I want you to watch the grandkids, and I'll be like, okay, then cool. That sounds great. I would be on board with that. I would be on board, because I mean it's a family, it's family all around. And it's not, oh, Henry, I'm going to Jamaica, beautiful Jamaica by myself. Have a good one. Watch the kids. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, what? Huh?
Yeah.
Like, and like 90% of me would be like, no, but 10% would be like, well, if you really want to go by yourself and do this, that, and the other, then go ahead. And then whatever transpires, hopefully you're not on no BS. And
right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, yeah, you're right. That just shows the whole personality. That right there, because then that's when 2 and 2 is 4. You know what I'm saying? Like if you got a bigger sample size, you kind of get to understand what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Of course they're gonna, So here's a perfect opportunity for you to spend a day with them. My daughter has a hard time getting to sleep every single damn day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, of course, no, I'm not inviting you along. It's for me and my daughters, like Mumford and Sons. I used to blare them. They grew up to them, right? I've been a fan of Mumford and Sons since their very first song release. So that's something that we share. It's not something I share with him, right? So it makes sense why he's not invited. It's just something I want to do with me and my daughters. And yeah, so that's the kind of stuff. And so that's why it also irritates the hell out of me when they say,
I do, because now it kind of adds up. I'm not kind of adds up. It adds up to I see exactly. You got whole lot more information than I do. Yeah, so now when you add that to it, then that does make it, because really I was like, when you first brought it to me, I really kind of was on his side. But I mean, once you told me, the whole, told me everything, it kind of, like I said, it just.
But that's why it's really just chaps my ass when he's sitting there saying, griping at her for sitting on enjoying a day of reading. Because she's enjoying.
This is your captain, Brendan. As a matter of fact, something just came up you might be interested in. Sending it through.
Yeah. And if you don't understand, the one thing you have to understand as a person is it's hard to take care of other people if you don't take care of yourself. It's just, and if you have some kind of outlet like that, then I mean it's good for you because now you have woosad yourself, you have chakra yourself and got yourself centered, and with you being centered, now you can help out. You're not, because kids, especially like babies, they can detect stress. You know what I'm saying? And some of us adults are bad at not projecting. Like some of us are good at it. Like we can take it and shove it down and put on our shit-eating grin and march forward. But it's not necessary if you have an outlet and you can take care of yourself and now you can help. So now you can do your obligations. You know what I'm saying? And some people, and as an adult, as a functioning adult, you need to know that. You need to understand that everything doesn't revolve around you. How old? Well, yeah. So there. How old are you? It's been 6 years.
Yeah.
So he's 25.
She's 20. So she was 25. So maybe 23 and 26.
Yeah, 23 and 26. Yeah. Well, I guess he's still. I don't know. He's probably still kind of young. But.
Yeah. Well, listen, Henry. Thanks for letting me. But
Always. I like imagining us in a relationship. That was nice.
okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get some stuff done.
Okay. And more than likely, I'll still be up. So I probably won't go to bed till like 4 or 7. Okay. All right. Bye.
Go off and take them out. Last I saw the bastards, they were headed off towards the Vespucci canals. I bet you thought me and the bartender had a pretty easy run of it out here on the ocean wave. But honestly, the crapola I have to deal with on a daily basis, I might as well be the captain of a giant floating magnet for every protester, pirate, eco-terrorist, rival 1%er and corrupt official in the state. Glad to see you walking a mile or two in my shoes. Seriously, mate.
go to do it.
Some plumes of smoke or anything to go by? I'd say we've sent our message. I'm sure you don't need me to tell you to lose the cops if they're after you. And if that wasn't fun enough on its own, the insurance money for those skis should make...
To that perfect.
Town at hundreds of miles an hour. The San Andreas Flight School. Become a licensed pilot in as little as 3 hours. Check out your friends and family in spectacular.
Brendan here, captain of the ship. Well, if you're after something to keep from twiddling your well-manicured thumbs, you're in luck. Sending it now.
With the horrible airlines and their
pioneering, taking advantage of opportunities at sea. Today's opportunity comes courtesy of the distress call we received a minute ago. There's a supply ship not far from here. Sounds like they're all in the creek. And as responsible seafarers, the first and only question we need to ask is, what's in it for us? Could be some profitable salvage if you're quick. Not many super yacht owners want to get their hands dirty. Well, unless they're arms trafficking or running a Ponzi scheme. It's nice to see you taking a moment to see how this ship really runs. Alright, based on the coordinates from the distress call, you're in the right place. If we're lucky, the supplies might still be in one piece. You can hold your breath, right? Or, you know, use a rebreather. Whatever works. My life's not getting any easier. As if one of those wasted politicians stops yachts being a tax write-off. Who's going to buy one when they stop being, well, free for those who can afford it? Time to get back to the yacht and we can crack open a few. Hey! Hey, who the hell are you? Whoa, don't point at me. Now you listen here, mate. I'm the bloody captain.
Not to alarm you, but this would appear to be a teeny tiny hostage situation involving yours truly. And if that's not enough of a motivation for you, they've got the bartender too. Some Asian gentlemen appeared to want compensation for a few yachts they claim we destroyed. Do you, know anything?
Let's go.
Right on. I ain't never did it this way before. I'm gonna have to remember this.
That was amazing. Next time I'm taken hostage, you're my first port of call. Now, let's get back to the yacht. Listen, mate, I had no idea East Asia's biggest money laundering op kept its boats in the marina we hit. That whole situation got seriously out of hand. You almost lost your skipper and your mixologist in one fell swoop. Fatal to any operation. And quite apart from his truly horrifying...
This is probably too quick. But sure, this is the
money. Speaking of which, I reckon that salvage job is going to earn us a pretty penny. Silver lining.
But shit, I ain't never did it. That was like... That was a quick way, though. And we still, yeah, 150,000, that's cool. I'm just spamming these missions so I can get a yacht or get the.
This is your captain, Brendan. As a matter of fact, something just came up you might be interested in. Sending it through.
Yeah, you can donate to my Cash App, Mr. 5 Price. I'm trying to get me a PS5 Pro. Help me out one time for the hood.
Lesson 3. Captain Darcy's diploma. Cultivating your associates. Go to the airport. I'll tell you all about it. See, today we're doing a solid for the high and mighty of the Pacific Country Club. Apparently an entirely legitimate deal. Acrimonious. And before you know it, the tennis coach is getting tipped off that their whole parking lot is about to go up in smoke. I promised we'd be there sooner than the fire department, and we'd bring our A game. The Coast Guard have those aerial firefighting planes down at the airport. It's time to get airborne and put out some flames. Once the country clubs go, the yachts are next. Believe me.
Yo, my bad. I put a little too much on that one. A little too much on it.
Put too much spin on it.
Yo, go we over the plane and over the helicopter.
You can fill her up by landing on water. When she's full, there's a JATO system for quick takeoff. And then it's just a matter of getting over the fire and bombs away! I doubt I left her tanks full. Stop off for a refill before you get to the club. The country club just called. The cars are already going up in smoke. Go, go, go!
Yeah, I'm trying to get a whole bunch of money so I can pay for a mansion as soon as they come out.
Don't forget, that plane can do VTOL. So you can hover in one place, if that helps you hit the fires.
Cause I'm thinking I'm thinking the mansions might be like 20 million. So that's what I'm gonna try to. Oh damn! How did he was just in the water? How he? one of the what's it called? Blowing up?
Country club just called. The cars are already going up in smoke. Go, go, go!
Yo, you don't fly mad slow with your wings up. Whatever that is, that they wings up like that on the plane.
Don't forget, that plane can do VTOL, so you can hover in one place, if that helps you hit the flyers.
Only hover when you're gonna drop the water on the car.
I think I just got one car doing that.
Next location, let's go, helicopter.
Man, I suck at this. 187, 200. That's cool.
This is your captain, Brendan. Well, if you're after something to keep from twiddling your well-manicured thumbs, you're in luck. Sending it now.
are probably going to want it back, and they're not very polite people.
Yo, get the truck. Nah, get out, I got it.
What the heck? Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Yo.
I had to be the one that died.
Huh?
Buyers should be just up ahead. My guess is the money launderers will back off rather than lose face in front of them. Just get over the line.
Hi.
You said this, other this meal?
Yeah, I'm gonna be there.
recognize us as permanent residents of international waters and made off on our jet skis. We don't get it back. We're going to get the biggest IRS bill of all time. So how about it? If you want to see what it's like to be me, go off and take them out. Last I saw the bastards, they were headed off towards the Vespucci canals. I bet you thought me and the bartender had a pretty easy run of it out here on the ocean wave. But honestly, the crapola I have to deal with on a daily basis, I might as well be the captain of a giant floating magnet for every protester, pirate, eco-terrorist, rival 1%er and corrupt official in the state. Glad to see you walking a mile or two in my shoes.
accidentally fall out of a plane. Most people think you should aim to land in water, but in reality, that's the worst option. The impact will feel the same as hitting concrete. It's better to choose another landing spot if possible. For example, Funbox in Houston is the perfect spot to catch your fall, where instead of a crash landing, you can land into a 10,000 square foot bounce park with different play zones, an arcade, prize room.
Left my wife after she ghosted me. Am I the asshole? Probably not, yeah. Unless, he was like, well, I was really addicted to punching her in the face. Unless she died and it was haunting the house, and then he had to leave the house. Well, no, then you still wouldn't be, because that's scary. That's scary. She just makes me wash the dishes and shit. And I just wake up, she'd be hoovery. This is a throwaway account, also poorly written, because I'm still seeing red and can't keep my mind straight. My 54 wife, 53 female, is from Greece. We've been married for 31 years and raised 4 wonderful kids. We both work, spend plenty of time, happy time together. We aren't wealthy, but financially stable, and our children are the world to us. We've had a few bumps in our marriage. We've never had any serious problems all these years together. She is very close to her Greek heritage, and we spend a lot of time at Greek functions. Church, social clubs, etc. I usually have a good time at these things, but I've never learned to speak Greek fluently, so there have been a few times, or a few nights where I was bored and had to amuse myself. Never a problem. I was always happy to power through these as long as my wife had a good time. Last function we attended, we sit next to each other at dinner, and the club's photographer sat next to my wife on the other side. He and my wife hit it off, which would never be a problem. Maybe they grew up in the same neighborhood or something like that, but suddenly he became the sole focus of her attention to the point where she blew me off all night. Again, typically not a problem. We've been together a long time. I have pretty thick skin, and most importantly, I certainly trust her. But they were deep in combo in Greek, and all throughout dinner, I have no idea what they were talking about. She ignored me almost completely. She got annoyed with me a few times when I spoke to her and asked that she at least acknowledge me. This treatment continued most of the night. She stuck with him, not me, all night, danced with him, and spent quite a bit of time with him doing shots with her at the bar. So this is where good old-fashioned ass work comes into play. Like, just whip some ass, like, stand like you're a goddamn man. Listen, I don't know this treating me like this. We already done. We're already done. I'm just with the ass, because I'm a goddamn man. And you obviously see how a relationship have that fucking respect for people don't know God. Like, people gotta whoop some ass more. If you whoop some ass more, this country would be a better place if you just whip some ass more. Just good old non-consensual ass whoopings is what. Just deliver one of those out. I personally believe there should be consensual fighting. Like, if two grown adults say, hey, I would like to fight you, would you like to fight me? But fight it out. Yeah. Like, don't, if someone gets up and starts stomping their head in, short manslaughter or whatever, but fucking let people consensually fight each other. Because sometimes an unconsensual ass whooping is called for. Every time I tried to engage her in any way, she reacted if I was putting it down for her good times. Sometimes she finally comes over and asks me ready to go home. She said, okay. She then pointed at another woman and said, I just need to talk to her about a couple things. We're going to leave in 15 minutes. I said, fine. Went out the back. When I came back in, she was nowhere to be found. I tried to call her, no answer. There was the panic of all my DaddyPrice or something. I sat at her table for 15 minutes, looking around for her, never found her. So I looked around and asked a few people what they saw her. The fourth person I asked that she might have left for the after party. I knew nothing about an after party, so I inquired, and she said in apologetic tone to let me know I wasn't invited, that the club president was hosting an after party at her home, and it was for club officials, employees, and special guests. Turns out my wife was invited, and I wasn't. I didn't think that was a thing, as my wife never mentioned any after party. I went to the valet station and brought a picture of my wife up on the phone and asked if they saw her. One of them told me yes, she left about 10 minutes ago. I didn't really want to tell the whole world that my wife had anything to do with me, so I told her to be honest about it. And I knew from one of the valets that had told me she left with a gentleman in a navy blazer and beige slacks. Yep. I stayed around the bank hall for another 20 minutes, calling her and texting her, and never received a response. I was up all night calling, texting her, and 4:31 a.m. after the final attempt to call her, asked me something about her, chasing her down instead of back to back. So I had to catch my belongings and put them in the car and made a hotel reservation for myself. Good. Oh, okay. God, yes. At least if you had to go over some ass, leave. Don't just like go home and
I've learned after one of my relationships came to not go close, I figured out how to rekey my own locks. And so I would just take all the locks off, rekey it, and then bitch ain't got no way to get in. I'm not leaving nowhere.
Because then the police are going to be like, yeah, big 30-day eviction, whatever. We're going to get divorced. It's going to be a whole thing. At 5:24 a.m., I was on the second floor common area balcony having a cigarette when the door was open from our building. And since running until 5:37 a.m., and when the front passenger door opens and the car interior lights come on, I see my wife in this guy in my car. She gets out, they're chatting, I'm having a read. My wife tells me good night. She closes the door after her, blows a kiss to him as he goes in. She then went to her condo and said, "Fun enough on its own. Insurance money for those skis should make this all worthwhile." That's why I'm here. I told her to go to bed. She said, "Whatever." I went downstairs, got my car and left. She immediately started calling me and texting me, asking me where I was going, but I ignored her. See how she likes it. And I spent the next 2 nights at a hotel and then went to stay with a friend. She has no idea where I'm staying. I ignored her calls and texts and telling our children to stay out of it. I spoke with an attorney and asked for divorce papers to be served. I haven't told my kids the why yet. Tell them. There it is. Tell them. They keep asking what the hell is going on, and I'm telling them not to involve themselves with the ex-wife. Not only thinks I'm overreacting, but that she didn't do anything wrong in the first place. That ignored me all night, giving her undivided attention to another guy, telling me we were going to leave, and then disappearing with this other guy to go to a party she never mentioned to me, and ignoring my calls and texts for the rest of the night was nothing to be mad about. That coming home at 5:30 in the morning was no big deal. She also keeps texting me that nothing happened between her and the guy, but that makes no difference. Her actions that night made me feel hatred that I would never have thought I could feel for her until one single night to turn 30 years of plus of being head over heels for her into hate. It brings tears to my eyes. How she did this thing to me. I don't know what she told the kids. I don't really care. My friends who I've told the story to, they have acted to extreme. Why give it friends? Like my friends, like, hey, my girl just went out with a guy till 5 o'clock in the morning. Left me at a place to go with this guy. No words at all exchanged. If you told me this, I'm saying, who's the guy? Like, let's go. Like, what the fuck are we still sitting here? We're gonna go beat that guy's ass. Like, what the fuck? I'm not gonna be like, well, Bill, you're acting a little bit extreme. You're gonna be like, why? Maybe you're acting. I mean, you can fucking find it. Friends. Oh, I don't understand. That's what I don't understand about these fucking Reddit stories. What friends do y'all have? If I am your friend, if I say I am your friend, I am your friend. Like, we are, there's not gonna be, if you're overreacting about something, I could be like, hey, maybe, you're being a douchebag in this moment. If you tell me something like that, we're gonna beat that guy's ass. We're gonna go jump him. Harshly. Maybe go to jail together. It doesn't matter. You're my friend. What kind? No, you're not the asshole. Left my wife after she ghosted me. Am I the asshole? Probably not. Probably not, yeah. Unless,
Certainly applicable for themselves. Only the last 5 generations that they had to do it truly.
I've been sleeping in my car for the last couple months now.
He's not even top 50 player all the time. When they get the top 50, is he top 75? Yes. I'm looking at, just him. If you line him up, right, how they do, you line him up. Height, arm, length, skill set, dribbling, shooting, defense, Scotty can do it. And you're saying about attributes. You're saying about attributes. Absolutely. You're not talking about accolades. I'm talking about just period. Yes. Your first player is your franchise. It might be 30. Your first player is your franchise player. You remember the criteria. That one player is who you're building your team around. Yes. He does everything from an attribute standpoint. Yeah, he does everything. He's a better defender than LeBron James. He does everything. So you're going to draft him over LeBron? Did I say that? I just said the motherfucker will go 30, but he's still going. You missed that point. Are you taking him over Kawhi Leonard? Yes. As your star player? Yes. Are you picking him over? So I just gave you Dwayne Wade? Yes. Okay. You picking him over KD? That's a question. You picking him over Harden? It's a question. Yeah, this is a start picking him over James Harden. He does more. Right? Remember, he's talking about attributes, not career. Yeah. Not highlight, not accolades. So you want to be picked automatically gets picked because niggas don't take defense. You talking about accolades or attributes? Your attributes. I'm picking him over guys that you were naming. I'm picking Scottie Pippen over those guys. Absolutely. No question about it. That's your first pick. Absolutely. Over James Harden? Absolutely. Attributes. We're talking attributes. Absolutely. Yes. My first pick of totality of his game, what he does to affect win and lose. Yes, Scottie Pippen.
Somebody with a brain, please tell me, how many times Curry has averaged 30 in the playoffs?
Bro, that shit don't mean nothing, bro.
Oh, no.
It really don't mean nothing.
Bro,
how many times has KD averaged 30 in the playoffs?
It just sounds like it's just yelling out stuff.
How many rings he won without Steph Curry, bro?
So, I can tell you a loser, ain't you? Because KD just loses.
How many rings he won without Steph Curry?
He can do all that scoring and
See, look, y'all getting emotional, bro. Y'all getting emotional.
Let's play on ball. KD is
Steph Curry, bro. That's the fact, bro. He needed Steph Curry.
KD
needed Steph Curry.
KD got injured.
I'm averaging 10 more points than you.
Bro, he's one of the rings without him, bro.
He won 2 MVP KD.
carried that team.
One was from
Okay, Amy Dollar carried that team.
2 MVPs and one was unanimous.
What are we talking about? In the finals, he couldn't show up. It's proven. It's proven.
This is your captain, Brendan.
KD was a franchise player the moment he stepped into the league. This man Curry was going to get traded.
I feel like it's very disingenuous when y'all keep talking about some fucking Stephen Curry needed KD when he already did it without him. Are we gonna say that? Are we gonna say? Hold on. Are we gonna say what? I'm gonna say D-Wade needed. Hold on. Are we gonna say that D-Wade needed LeBron? No, the fuck he didn't. He did it without him.
He needed LeBron.
No, he oh my god.
He needed
He won a ring before, bro. Like, he needed Bron to ring him to win another one.
But at the end of the day, listen, I'm talking about hypothetical. If D-Wade didn't link up with LeBron when he got 2 more chips, maybe now he's still gonna be a Hall of Fame. But at the end of the day, hold on, wait a second, let me finish. Them 2 chips go to D-Wade because D-Wade had a championship mentality. LeBron already had a winning mentality, a championship mentality. You already have a ring, so yes, them 2 chips goes to D-Wade because he solidified LeBron, gave him a championship mindset, and that way he got 2 more chips after that. So,
Curry had 11 points in that finals, right? Bro, you keep talking about one final game. Like, no, he had 11, then he had 18, then he had 17. That's Steph Curry going every final. He had 11 points, right? My nigga Steph Curry to go. We talking about 11 points, Curry. You got Harrison Barnes and Draymond Green for 4 points. Steph Curry was the Hall of Fame before Harrison. I mean, he was for 20, 40 top player.
So Wade was putting up 4 points for LeBron. Come on now, like,
Steph Curry got carried. He was the second option.
D-Wade didn't even peak higher than LeBron.
That's sad. There was no point in Steph Curry like when he was the second option. That's that first finals. Well, Curry wasn't making the shots, but he was still the first. He was the second option, bro.
He still more efficient through the finals.
Curry had 30 when Steph Curry had 14 points for him on the bench.
She said D-Wade didn't even LeBron. This man D-Wade was averaging 15 in the 2013 finals. I mean, in the 2015 playoffs.
Can I ask you a question now? If my team is winning and our low score was 15 points, that's okay. 15 points? If my score was
it's okay.
That's okay.
They lost. It's okay. But you can't say that LeBron needed you to score 15 points.
Can we talk basketball?
D-Wade was a superstar.
Curry comes off those handoffs. Hold on. Curry comes off those handoffs, and they double him. Who's open? Kevin Durant.
we heard you shoot 50% for the field goal. Man, top 5 players who haven't done enough. Let's talk about what Brown doesn't do. Shit. We're gonna talk about Carl Rosen, Zach Levine, and Bradley Field niggas like this. Let's not talk about.
How about we talk about what Brian did do? I would love to talk about that.
It's about it. These guys be acting like Brian Lee.
I would love to talk about what Brian did in 2016.
We all know the real backstage. It's not the
I do in my personal freedom. Goes along with that, but I'm not slow. So it's like, okay, yeah, the world's doing that, but why you gotta be over here?
Reed, are you in here?
No, because niggas after. And then he like,
Nah.
I'm so sorry. I feel like
Just straight talking. But he switched his tone later on in life, talking about we love Brother Malcolm. You know, I'm like, you know, there was a lot of jealousy and hatred going on during that time because Malcolm was going to be the next up in line for him. He had it. But he spoke out at the wrong time on the wrong thing and got suspended. But he had other guys wanting to come and take that place of being the next big thing as far as running the nation. Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy, man. It's horrible.
When Malcolm got back, like that night when he was on the run, I still like you know it was fun.
Yeah, when Dick Gregory told him, he told Dick Gregory to come to the ballroom, man. Dick Gregory said they're gonna unalive you, Malcolm, but I don't wanna see that. They're gonna unalive you. You're gonna get unalive that day. He said, I don't wanna see it. So Malcolm felt it was coming, just like Martin felt that it was coming. Because I believe the day before he got unalive, he sent Coretta real roses. He never sent her real roses. He always sent her fake roses. Always. Just that time he sent her real roses and she said she knew something was gonna happen.
It's just a crazy part that.
And then who was that mother that came in the church and unalived him in the church? Was that Malcolm X's mama or Martin Luther King's mother?
What you mean? On what point?
Well, they came in unalived their mothers in the church.
That was Martin.
Yeah.
That was Martin. Yeah, they took Martin out there. That shit, that's diabolical how they did that shit.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that. What?
Yeah. Yeah, he lost a lot of family members. Martin lost a lot of family members, man. They was taking them out one by one and shit. They was dropping off like the outlaw. To be honest with you, not to be jokingly, you know how the outlaw was just falling off the top? Martin family was falling off like that. Just falling off, like one after the other. You're like, damn, how they getting taken out like that? Nobody ain't saying nothing.
You already know how this happened.
Yeah.
Damn, they did his mama like that too?
Yeah. You don't know about Abraham Lincoln?
I don't like that.
His whole lineage. His wife, his child. Come on now.
Yeah, ain't no mystery why he on that fucking candy.
His grandmother was like us.
Yeah.
But his grandmother was black.
Yep.
Oh, Also, that's why his shit is the only one brown.
Yeah. That's why he on the penny. If you ever get your buck, your nickel, your dime, your quarter, you
That's why they done stop manufacturing pennies. Better start collecting them.
But if you notice, Abraham Lincoln has always turned in the opposite direction. That's the forefathers and the presidents turning their back on him for what he did.
Bankrupt the United States.
Did you get them all? Don't forget that paperwork.
Hey, boy, these youngsters, I can appreciate that these youngsters is doing the research and they already coming out smart.
Allow me to introduce you to a
Paying
former
attention.
client of a Captain's Day.
They have to, man, because they're trying to take everything after school.
Enforcing the nautical pecking order.
They try to get rid of the issue.
Members of the yacht club
And
down
the
Puerto del
youngsters,
Sol.
they
The naval code
live in
we
reality,
head over there.
but they also have their own reality as
At the
well.
bottom of the drink.
Trust me, this is the fun part. Teachers aren't allowed to talk about the real shit.
Yeah. I can't tell you how many times I got suspended for shit that I knew and I expressed it.
That's why you gotta know what's at play. The general education rule is, let me put it in the chat.
You've seen it,
The general
Being
education
a yacht captain isn't just fancy white hats and white ties.
collectivist, which was Frederick T. Gates, John D. Rockefeller, and
He was a fool.
Lyndon Baines Johnson. These guys are responsible for the general education system of 1902. So, when you talk about education, you gotta implement that in, because it's a connotative
I'd say we've sent our
linguistic
message.
system.
I'm sure you don't need me
It's
to tell you
teaching
to lose the cops if they're after you.
connotations
And if that
of the
wasn't fun
highest
enough on
degree.
its own, the insurance money for those skis should make this all worth our while.
When you're a
It's
scholar,
a captain's
when
life,
you're
eh,
looking
boss?
up information,
Let's do this again
when you're
sometime.
researching a word, you always go with the denotation. Every scholar knows this. So the connotation is the con. That's the word they use that means something different. When it's the same word, but if it means something different, you want to go with the denotation. But if this is the information, I'm gonna give you a reference. That's the general education system that's gonna talk about the philanthropy that implemented a system so that they can keep us connotative, linguistically sound, which we are under control with using this system. That's implement training. So it's training, it's education, is training. It's like animals. So they just train you. You don't actually get real knowledge in irrigation. Irrigation is the real knowledge. Irrigation is what goes into etymology and let's see.
The education system was made to keep you stable.
It's designed to make you a fixture in society, and as far as you go. So you can get your master's degree, but you still will be, it's still so many more degrees of knowledge outside of master's through the general education system. Knowledge is vast and it's infinity. Understand that? It's vast and it's infinity. You're gonna stop learning knowledge. It's just gonna keep and then it evolves. It evolves as well. Once you get once you get an understanding, then you manipulate how it works. Because then you start to begin to go into your mastery gnosis. When you start to know something and understand something. And then you can manipulate the reality. But you gotta have a few weapons to fight with. A few learning tools. You know, something that a scholar and an erudite will have. And that's at least 5 to 6 dictionaries. Latin,
Your glasses
English,
change the way you see the world. They can be bold,
good to have a lot of encyclopedias. You know, all of the knowledge is in the old books. It's stored in the old books, old texts. So they changing the books now.
Yep. Your last one.
So it's good to go to flea markets and get books.
You know, George Washington had known there would come a day.
Let me put this erudite in here so y'all can see.
You couldn't even build a ballroom without filing plans first. Would he even have crossed the Delaware? Or might he have said, "Forget the whole thing, me boys"? I don't know his accent.
Who is that?
I don't know. Thank you.
Man, turn the TV down, man. We're trying to talk about something right there.
Well, if you got to put in this day of the surgery, ready to see my transformation, ready to start my new life. And I'll talk to you. See you later. Hi, this is Effie Dollar again. The queen, the princess, but look now. I love it.
71,000 black girls under 17 went missing in 2021. And they were identified as runaways. 9 out of 10 were identified as runaways. If you're identified as a runaway, no Amber Alert, no law enforcement attention, nothing.
Right.
You know, saying things like juvenile prostitutes. Juveniles means children.
Right.
Children cannot consent to sex work.
Right.
They're children.
Yeah.
But black and brown girls get adultified. Like, we are demonized and we are blamed for our own abuse, which means you're not going to take it as seriously. Our innocence is never guaranteed, right? It's always up for debate. And the media decides who holds importance, which is why we know about Gabby. We know that hashtag. We know all of those hashtags. 71,000? Name one hashtag. Who do we know? 71,000 black girls under 17 went missing in 2021. And they were identified.
Downblading that person or maybe trying to.
How far back can you file taxes if you fall? With an IMDb rating of 9.3, this is the highest rated episode among more than 700 episodes.
Let's get like it right there, baby. Okay.
This man is killing me with the baby.
He acts like
Wow. Wow, very cool, buddy. Who's back again? Oh, man, bro. See?
Oh, man.
How much the money per set? Per regalo. How much the money per set?
Yep, she was a fairy.
Don't sing that song, Vita.
Oh, it's fun, no?
200?
Huh?
Wow, mommy.
This nigga gotta go and get it.
Like it's what you cook for me, mommy.
Okay, we heard you. Listen, can you send me a heartbeat gift? I want a gift, Ramirez. Can I get a gift?
Yeah.
I will send a heartbeat. Send me a heartbeat.
Do something, because I keep hearing this.
Wow, mommy. Bro, shut the fuck up, bro.
Please, shut the fuck up. Shut your stupid ass up, nigga. Like, damn.
Sound like, Sarah. Wow.
Brendan Darcy, your captain. No problem. I'll send a chopper to the pickup point.
I said, so I've been making me laugh. I can't.
Say what he said.
Stop saying it.
Brendan here, captain of the ship. As a matter of fact, something just came up you might be interested in.
Not much.
Sending it through.
Living the dream. Sitting up here chilling. How about yourself? Excellent. They've been fantastic.
That's one.
Trash.
Did you ever get to take a nap, or you been up all night?
So what are you doing?
Oh, listen to y'all's conversation. Just listen to y'all's conversation.
We ought to FaceTime till we go to sleep.
That's a bar.
Oh, well then I could turn the phone off. I could hang up after that, after you go to sleep.
Oh, man.
What the fuck? I'm not phone over sleep.
I'm just saying when you're ready to go to bed.
Probably multitasking.
That nigga typing a lot for me at work.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he probably multitasking.
I'm multitasking. They call me Dr. Octavius.
Yeah, you ashy, you know.
Not ashy.
That looks smooth.
I just wanted
That's
to
that good skin.
We got her, y'all.
I don't think Ramirez knows he's muted, but I'm not.
No. Stay right there with me at. Yep.
I'm not complaining.
That's that cocoa butter skin. Vita look like she's soft.
How you doing?
Mayday! Engine down, generators offline. Oh shit, we got company. And unless the Coast Guard recently been found out with heavy ordnance, I don't think it's them. Our anti-aircraft systems are all down, so you're our first and last line of defense. I'm getting out of here.
Peter, what you getting for Christmas? What you getting for Christmas? Should I give you? You gotta give me a list. I don't know what you like.
Like the final things in life.
Like expensive meals and expensive food.
So I gotta buy dinner for you and your friends? Okay.
Just about for her. I'm not saying you can't eat. Just doing a good time. Everybody.
Love your hair, thanks, man. Where are you from? I've been to that type of
What you wear for pajamas? You already got your pajamas on? The niggas used to hit the corn.
Yeah, I'm in Maryland too. At least my man ain't straight from DC.
I mean, I wouldn't want to make that, but yeah, like, he be claiming Maryland, they really believe it.
That's backwards as hell. That's usually the other way around.
So I was born out there, but nigga, I've been on my whole life, bro.
That way, proud PG County resident over
No, I did not. Somebody sent me a friend request, and I had to manipulate my phone. Phone manipulation. 48. Turned 48 this year. I turned 48 in August. 15. Everybody born in August. Henry.
That's my YouTube name tag.
What you be doing on YouTube?
It's a bunch of shit, you know. I haven't found my niche yet, but it's mainly sports stuff right now.
Like, what do you do? Talk about me sports.
You said what do I mean?
No, I said, what you post highlights and shit?
Yeah, you know, with the highlights I put, my son played ball, so I got making his videos. Yeah. Yeah, I got a few videos on there too, like just funny drinks. Yeah, tune like T-U-N-E.
This is your captain, Brendan. As a matter of fact, something just came up you might be interested in. Sending it through.
I've never did that.
Yeah, that might be.
Yeah, that real one, man. Okay.
I tried to do that, but it's like hard to do.
This is right here, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I heavily used to put it down, but good enough.
I'm about to have a good day today. Shout out to Vita, man. You just made my day. I ain't even stand shit, bro.
Glad I can help. I mean, anything y'all need, just let me know. I got something.
That part.
To an extent, like, if you need like $1 million or something, I need that.
I wish.
Okay? If only. How do you see where you from again?
Naptown, Indianapolis. Home of the Indianapolis Colts and Indiana Pacers. What'd you say? Yeah, I got 7 kids. They from 25 to 8 years old. My oldest 25, my youngest 8.
How many people else you got?
5.
You a busy one. 5 till 7?
So that's time for supper.
That's what I'm saying. He busy.
I got 3 dark-skinned baby mamas and 2 light-skinned ones.
Hey, which one was your first, though? The dark skin joint or light skin?
Dark skin. I prefer dark skin over light.
There you go, buddy.
Hey, chocolate is amazing, baby. You want some more cake?
Yes. I want 12 altogether. I wanted 12 sons.
You got 8, 7 should be the star. You said you wanted 12 sons?
I wanted 12 sons like Israel. I want to start my own nation.
That's a lot of kids.
Say that's a lot.
Okay.
Making his own cheap about a dozen.
Yeah. Hey, look, man.
It's about nation building.
One of them kids gonna make it to the NFL, NBA, some shit.
So one of my sons went to college for football.
For real?
Yeah.
That's decent.
He was good. He wanted to play. The thing was, he wanted to play basketball. But basketball wasn't. The basketball had just ended. Mind you, at the time he's only 10 years old. But he's almost 6 foot by 10. But he didn't understand. He didn't understand about organized sports. He didn't know nothing about practice. So I put him and my oldest son in football. Well, put all 3 of my sons in football, and then they hated it. They hated running. They hated drills. The first 2 weeks, I was dragging them to practice. But by the end of the 2nd week or the beginning of the 3rd week, he was loving it. I was like, and I asked him, he was like, Dad, it's time for football, let's go. He was enthused. I was like, why are you so enthused? He said, I get to hit people and don't get in trouble for it. I was like, oh man. And he was an Iron Man. He was a beast. He still played basketball, but he got a scholarship for college for football. I mean, he was an Iron Man. He never came off the field. He was defensive end on defense, and he played tight end on offense. And he went to school he went to college as a defensive end. And he was fast. I'm talking about his swim move, his arm rake was just unstoppable. Unstoppable.
Did you play in your days?
Yeah. I got up to high school. I played high school. I really didn't, and that was the thing with me, I did not even like football. I was not going to play football. I just wrestled. But all my friends played football, and they were like, man, you need to play. You need to come with us and play. And the thing, all my friends who wrestle played football. And I always noticed, come time because football came first, wrestling came second.
Brendan Darcy, your captain.
And sure enough, when
as luck would have it, I do have something I could use your eyes on. Sending it through now.
1 or 2 practices away from weight. Whereas me, I gotta run before practice. I gotta run after practice. My first 2 weeks is trying to make weight. My first 2 weeks, and they would tell me, they'd be like, man, you need to come out for football. The football players got the weight room in the summer. So they was already in condition, they was already made weight. And by my freshman year, I just went ahead and just buckled down. I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and start, because the football coach was the wrestling coach too. So it really wasn't no transition. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like I was missing out on anything. It was, I was dealing with the same coaching staff the whole time. So it was a whole lot better. And it turned me into an athlete. I wasn't just a wrestler, I was an athlete. It's better to be a Deion Sanders or a Bo Jackson than, than just to be a Jordan. You know what I'm saying? It's better. Oh, right on. Well, I was raised by my father. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I had a good example. So, I didn't, especially the men in my family. The women outnumber the men in my family. Yeah.
So, I commend you, bro. You say you had 8, right?
7.
7, okay, yeah, man. Shout out to you, man. I know it definitely.
Right on.
Yeah, I got 1. Yeah, eventually, 2 more, boy, I'm done.
Yeah, I want like 3 when I first got them too.
I told my kids until I start having grandkids, I'm going to keep on having kids so they give me grandkids.
My man find me shit, and we get married, and turn away. Well, if he is a boy and a girl.
You want you a Philly dude, or you want to explore outside of Philly?
Okay, yeah, I hope my man lives somewhere by the beach. And he like, if he moves there, raise our kids by the ocean.
Heard you. Say that.
I'm trying to be living my life. find somewhere hot, okay?
Yeah, I feel you on that. Cause I'm trying to either move to Southern California, Southern Texas, or if at least Southern Mississippi or Southern Alabama. Cause I got family in Tuscaloosa and in Kosciuszko, Mississippi, and they have perpetual summer. Like right now, it is 85 degrees down there, and you can smell in Kosciuszko. You can smell the Gulf of Mexico all day.
I'm like, let me lay the fuck down. Can I lay down? What the fuck?
Osman, where are you from?
What's the weather like out there?
Osman is not fucking. He's on mute for whatever reason.
Yeah, he's not talking. I don't know what the deal is.
Osman's just here to watch.
He might be my brother, man.
He said Nigeria.
Oh yeah, that's my brother for sure.
You better not be doing it to my baby mama.
Yeah.
He in the back getting right off that gas.
Oh,
Good cat.
Get all these clothes.
Okay.
America's going through a tough time. They should let me sort it out.
What up, Moto Rico? I'm calling the gang. Just sitting up here trying to charge my controller.
Here, just like it.
No boy say Nigeria. I ain't be shit out by your side. I agree to your personality.
Yeah, I fuck with them. They cool.
Yeah.
You say what? What?
I'm just about a
I
million.
got thumbs. I be shit out I come to the life. I'll be my life shop. I day every time. Vida. La vida de host. Those the niggas who died.
Kyrie's always laughing. Yeah, that shit is so funny. When I see this post, I was cracking.
Are you seeing this one?
Yo.
I ain't that.
He said I ain't dead. Yo.
Twenty ain't had that man. He just mad.
Yo, Dylan, what's up, man?
Is that the reality in the women's community?
I can't speak for leaders, so
Yes, that's it. You mean? Sheesh. It's bad out here.
Wow.
maybe where you at. Like everybody say, everything bigger in Texas.
I blame the
so
government. They really do.
Okay,
I
I might have to. I ain't gonna lie.
And they made me.
Okay, my sister, she getting hella long slong.
Oh my goodness.
She getting long slong with Terminator.
Is that what we talking about? We talking about
Yeah, I wouldn't be complaining.
Oh, he's from Nigeria. Oh, he's like the TMD from Africa, he said.
Elon, why you in here? You ain't talking.
Your brother, David.
I said, you ain't here. He ain't even speaking.
got that Billy on.
The Chinese Osmotic.
That nigga Daddy on.